Mushu, I'm home. What the? I thought I asked you to take out the trash. Mushu, what?
Okay, AJ. Act normal.
I like porn. My name is AJ. Shit, that's supposed to be reversed. Hi, I like porn. My favorites are amateur, ebony, lesbian, and a little bit of plot. Plot adds a certain je ne sais quoi, finesse, if you will, juice, sauce. Scratch that last one. Are you uncomfortable yet? Because I am. But I want to talk about why. Why am I uncomfortable? And mentioning porn and actual favorite categories that I have, I feel embarrassed, guilty. Even when just mentioning the word porn. Why do we tense up when we talk about porn? I want to skip the conversation of sex ed for now. I find that it can be pretty redundant to talk about the lack of sex education in school.
What if I want to have sex before I get married?
Well, I guess you just have to be
prepared to die.
I'd rather talk about a more pressing issue. Actually, I don't know how to introduce this further. Okay, this is an article fronted by Fight the New Drug, an anti-porn organization. And while it starts healthy in talking about how there's no need to feel shame for watching porn and or being addicted to porn, it does go on to mention that porn kills love.
In addition to impacting who we love and how we see them, it changes how much we're able to actually express that love.
In mentioning shame, it cites American professor Brené Brown in her private blog that she wrote, which states, I don't believe shame is helpful or productive. In fact, I think shame is much more likely to be the source of destructive, hurtful behavior than the solution or cure. But what the organization didn't quote was, I believe that if we want meaningful, lasting change, we need to get clear on the differences between shame and guilt and call for an end to shame as tool for change. That also means moving away from labeling. And then it hit me. There's no talking about how porn is labeled and how that affects the way that we're supposed to perceive porn. I think we feel ashamed because in anti-porn discourse, porn is the problem. And so if we partake in that, we're partaking in something bad, which is not true. And I'm not going to act coy. I understand the very real issues surrounding it. But I don't understand the argument of you shouldn't watch porn versus why you should change porn. Porn itself isn't bad. It's the fictionalized art form that imitates sex, yes. And there is a conversation to be had about how we are currently using said art form, which calls for its own series, surely. But the stigmatization of porn blankets over the spectrum of adult filmmakers and models. Fight the New Drug isn't inherently wrong, but their and the collective anti-porn logic, their logic's flawed. Because Fight the New Drug can say that they're pro-sex, but they can't say that they're pro-sex work. Good and evil being applied to sex and sex work is unhealthy. Because if sex is natural and healthy, shouldn't we be advocating for natural and healthy sex work? I think we do have to understand it on a broader spectrum. Because there's porn and there's full service sex work. And while Fight the New Drug specifically talks about porn, why not talk about legalizing sex work to make safer workspaces for the workers? Because it's usually a socioeconomic issue, no matter whether that is porn or full service. Instead of porn is trash, you deserve better, how about porn is trash, you should, demand better? Since we pay for what we see, we deserve better, so why not ask for better? In this series, I want to talk about all the problems in porn. The good, the bad, the ugly. I can't tell you how or what to think when it comes to porn. In fact, I don't want to convince you about anything. I want to slowly brainwash you.
So that we share the same opinions over time.
I don't have all the answers, and by no means am I an expert. I just want to convince you to develop an informed opinion. I just think we have to see if and how our porn now is lacking to understand how to make it better. And if that means that I have to sit down and start this discourse on the internet, then that's fine with me. I'm taking a page out of my grandmother's book. As long as it's legal and moral, then porn is okay. You can still have loving and filling relationships while watching porn. And you can be highly critical of porn while still liking to watch porn. But we're going to need to talk. So, let's talk. If you do struggle with porn addiction or have had to surmount that challenge before, I am so sorry. My heart is with you. You aren't alone. And there are resources for you to heal mentally, spiritually, and healthily.